Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Clemson's offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On second down, looking again to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their mind.
Oh, look out! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll test the right side. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He'll throw it. It's complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This crowd knows when to bring it. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drop.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Just steamrolling his way through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He'll take it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling them up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle them up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down to 5.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On the ground, it's Griffin. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall that just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to return. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing an incompletion.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Clemson will send the punt team out. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Now they'll run it to the right here. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break.
Under. Fire.
Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Yellow Jackets have it for the 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so call it no need to take.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
He's off to the races. At the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job, the offense.
Brings it down on the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Still on his feet. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offense plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I think
the freshman able to get home with the sack. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. The back goes in motion. On second down, he'll fire. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Miles. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. Work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Clemson jumps to the line. Going up top on first down. Got the quick pass. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On second down, he'll let it fly. Working on the right. Ball is free. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unleashes one.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're working that left side. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He looks that one in nicely. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the...
And he breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down. And he slides in safely. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. He pulls the ball down. And they'll chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. He is smashing people. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Motion from the offense. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 6 over Iowa State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Clemson is quick to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Still looking on the move. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They want to get this defense on its heels.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force it.
And they get the sack just like that. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense now setting up 4th.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense.
On the set.
They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
After the 45 on its way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll turn it loose out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the stomping has commenced. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Jumped on top of the pile. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snags it down the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the run, it's Griffin. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter.
On the double.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Jackrabbit.
He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Have them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop. And you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field. But the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. How much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff. Rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.